You can do this in one straight line. I'm gonna walk back and forth between about a 15, 20 foot distance here. So just start by marching, opposite arm, opposite leg. And as you're marching, have a slight lean forward from your hip. Your shoulders are leaning over your toes. If we're warming up to run or not, I want you warming up this athletic forward ready position. And start coming up onto your toes, and that opposite arm can reach all the way up overhead. I like easing into that impact option just to make sure that my calves are feeling good. I might take more or less time depending on how I feel. And then we're gonna turn this into a skip. So opposite arm, opposite leg reaches. We're coming up onto those toes and leaving the ground potentially to add in a little bit more dynamic movement, really starting to get our joints nice and warmed up. Now let's just settle back for a moment, stretch out the back of the legs, reach one of your legs out in front, heel to the ground, toes to the ceiling, take your hands, lean forward, swipe, swipe the grass or the ground, take a step with the opposite leg, this one's turned forward fold, swipe, swipe with your arms 2 times, 1 step forward, swipe, swipe. If you want, you can take 2 steps in between as you go through this forward fold and hamstring swoops. And you can actually then jog in between. So I'm going to bend forward, swoop, swoop. 1, 2, bend forward, swoop, swoop. 1, 2, bend forward, swoop, swoop. Just small, little light steps in between. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to bring that leg up in front of us. So we're going to reach the leg up in front and we're walking opposite arm, opposite leg, straight leg out in front. I've still got that lean from my torso forward, and I can come up onto my toes a little bit if I want as well too. All right, after a couple of those, we're gonna open the gate. We're gonna get the groin warmed up. So you're going to bring your knee up in front of you, and then that knee up and out to the side, almost like you're stepping over something. So we're gonna open that gate. We're gonna take 1, 2 little shuffle steps, open the gate, 1, 2. So I've shifted to now be able to get up onto that other leg. And we can add some rhythm to that. We can increase our speed. So I'm gonna open the gate, little 2 step, open the gate, little 2 step, open the gate, little 2 step, and keep opening that gate. We can go quite quickly with that if we want. We can slow it down. All right. Next, we're gonna get into some butt kicks. Opposite leg, opposite arm. We're bending that knee, reaching that heel for our bum. And we can speed that up if we want to. Add a little bit of a bounce. And then if we want, we can actually run that out. Kicking our bum. All of this just getting us warmed up for some awesome movement in our body. Next, we're gonna warm up our groin a little bit more. So you're walking, turn sideways, wide sumo stance through the legs. We're gonna side lunge, and then pick yourself up, pivot, turn the other way. Side lunge, pick up, and turn the other way. So we're really just focused on seeing how we're feeling in our body, getting all of our joints and our muscles warmed up and ready to go. After those side lunges, those rotations, we're actually going to get into some side shuffles. So come down into that ready position, and we're just going to side shuffle. Now, you're going to keep going if you're going down the sidewalk, getting ready for a run, I'm focused on being light on my feet, absorbing my weight, getting that heart rate up, getting ready. And then to get into the spine, loosen up this rotation a little bit more. I'm going to show you one of my favorites, karaoke. So we want to feel very loose and very agile with this movement. I'm going to show you from the side to start. So standing forward, take your back leg, cross it over your front, then untwist. Back leg, step behind, front leg, untwist. Front and cross, untwist, back, behind. All right, so then we're going to either keep going or change and do the other side. The back leg is going to lead and cross, while the front leg is always going to uncross you. We can speed that up a little bit if we want. And as we step, I want your torso rotating and turning with the step either in front or behind. Lots of coordination here. Great warm up to loosen up those hips and get some really nice rotation through the core. Of course, if you need anything else, you can definitely throw things in once you start running. Some of my favorites are to bring my arms across and behind my body. I'll even just do some arm reaches and those hugs just as I'm running. Of course, we can always get into some arm circles. So there you have it. There's a bunch of my favorite movements that help get me dynamically warmed up for running or field sports or for just something different in the gym.